Okay, Assalamualaikum, selamat tengah hari. So, saya nak masuk chapter 3. Saya ada tertinggal sikit. Breakdown in liquid. Breakdown in gas, saya dah masuk. So, saya nak masuk breakdown in liquid. Ni chapter 3. So, ada 28 slides. So, saya harap saya boleh habiskan laju lah. So, course outcome explain breakdown mechanism of insulating material and design methods. Okay, ni normal. Okay, so liquid, petroleum, oil, synthetic hydrocarbons and halogenated hydrocarbon, and for every high temperature application, silicones, oil and fluorinated hydrocarbon. That is liquid. So liquid ni breakdown ni insulator yang mana kita pakai, selalunya kita letak kat dalam, dia high voltage lah, kita letak dalam transformer, oil transformer, kita letak petroleum oil dalam tu, biodegradable. Yeah, alright. So use self-filling transformer, circuit breakers and impregnated in high voltage cable and capacitor. Tapi kebiasaannya kalau liquid ni kita letak dalam transformer lah. Dalam kabel ni selalunya kita letak solid. Solid ni paper lah. Dan sebelum ni kita dah masuk topik breakdown in gas kan. So yang ini adalah breakdown in liquid. Liquid ni selalunya implement dalam circuit breaker. Circuit breaker selalunya gas. SF6 kan. Selalunya liquid ni kita implement dalam insulator dekat dalam transformer. So dalam circuit breaker, insulate the live parts and the grounded parts. Quench the arc developed between the breaker and contact. Dalam transformer, insulate the live parts of the transformer and the grounded part. So dia antara you punya plate dengan grounded. Alright. So breakdown in liquid. So kita ada pakai, selalunya kita pakai mineral oil, synthetic ataupun biodegradable. Mineral ni selalunya Hyrex lah. Synthetic ester ataupun biodegradable. Biodegradable saya pakai dulu PFAE. Ni saya punya eksperimen masa master, saya pakai PFAE, palm fatty acid ester. Boleh je pakai minyak masak pun boleh, tapi dia punya breakdown voltage dia rendah lah. Saya pakai PFAE. Using standard IEC 60256 ataupun IEC 60156. So IEC ni American standard lah. Dia ada satu lagi BSOL. BSOL ni British standard. Selalu kita pakai IEC. Okay, so 3 jenis liquid ni adalah mineral oil, synthetic ester ataupun biodegradable. Biodegradable ni maksudnya dia boleh kita boleh uraikan dia balik. Dia boleh, maksudnya dia bila kita buang dia, dia akan meresap dalam bumi dan dia akan macam mana? Dia boleh diproses balik. Kalau mineral oil ni dia tak boleh proses, dia akan jadi bahan buangan, bahan buangan yang berbahaya. That is mineral oil. Tapi dia adalah yang paling baik lah. Okay, this is the breakdown voltage. Tengok, kalau transformer I, breakdown voltage dia adalah sampai 150 kV. Bila boleh sampai tu. Ini property dalam oil. Dia ada banyak. Dia ada chemical property dengan physical quantity. Viscosity, ni semua chemical lah. Breakdown voltage dia, relative permeability, tangent delta, resistivity dengan viscosity. Ada satu lagi dipanggil partial discharge. Tu pun adalah boleh tengok breakdown. Okay. So saya buat breakdown in liquid, tapi saya tengok bukan breakdown voltage, saya tengok partial discharge. Bila charge tu tinggi, capacitance effect tu tinggi dalam liquid tu, maksudnya kita punya insulator tu dah performance dia dah makin menurun. So this is tengok capacitor oil, silicon oil, paling tinggi kan, antara yang tinggi cable oil dengan silicon oil. Transformer oil, ini kalau pakai Hyrex ni, boleh sampai 150 kV. Cable oil boleh sampai 300 kV. Capacitor oil dalam capacitor, dia punya syarat kena tahan sampai 150 kV. Silicon oil 300 hingga 400. Alright, so breakdown in liquid dielectric must free from moisture, tak boleh ada air lah, oxidation product and contamination. Factor that affect liquid electric strength, the presence of the fine water droplet in oil. So that's why kita tak boleh ada, kita panggil ni oil ni ataupun kita panggil dia apa? Void, gelembung udara. Void. Selalu saya punya lecture sebut void, gelembung udara. So bila dia panas, bila menggelegak kan ada gelembung udara kan. So gelembung udara tu bila ada bubble dekat dalam minyak tu, so lama-lama bubble tu dia akan ada air dekat dalam tu. So bila ada air, katalah you ada bekas kan. So ni minyak you kan. You panas, ada void. Ni plate kan. Ni plate positif and negatif. Ini plate positif and negatif, ada bubble. So mula ada satu bubble, bila ada bubble ni ada air. Lepas tu ada create bubble lain. Lepas tu ada bubble lain. Bubble. Lama-lama bila bubble ni jadi banyak, apa akan jadi? So dia akan touch between positif and negatif. So berlakunya breakdown voltage. And VBD, ingat? VBD. E is equals to V over D kan? Betul? Breakdown voltage is equals to V over D. The distance. Ni distance you. Right? So, ingat balik So, the presence of 0.01% water in transformer oil reduce the dielectric by 20%. Nampak? Hanya 0.01% air dalam transformer boleh reduce 20%. Of the oil. Precaution, whenever the oil are used of providing electric insulation, this could be free from moisture, products of oxidation and contaminants. Okay, next. So this is the graph. Other factor that will affect breakdown in liquid is temperature, pressure and viscosity. Kelikatan. Kalau you ada luggage. Bukan luggage pula apa? Allah. Slush. Luggage pula. Slush. Slush ni macam mendakan. Slush. So slush ni adalah mendakan lah. Dia lama-lama mendak, minyak tu akan jadi pekat. Bila minyak jadi pekat, dia tak bagus lah. Performance dia akan menurun. Slush. Lepas tu tekanan, pressure, temperature, minyak panas. Macam you minyak masak. Mula you goreng pisang, minyak tu color macam ni. Lama-lama bila you pakai banyak kali, minyak tu jadi apa? Dia makin jadi hitam. Kan? Makin tak bagus lah. Increase temperature causes an increase the kinetic energy. So maksudnya kalau you pakai with high temperature, lama-lama dia akan naikkan kinetic energy. Lama-lama bila naik kinetic energy, the atom dekat dalam minyak ni, dia akan movement lagi banyak. Pergerakan dia lagi banyak, lagi dia senang. Sebab dia adalah ester. Yang ester dia adalah gabungan, ester dia adalah gabungan karbon dan hidrogen kan. Dia ada CH, C apa semua kan. So kalau banyak kinetic energy, uraian this atomic bonding ni dia akan terurai. So bila dia atomic binding ni dia terurai, dia jadi apa? Dia jadi something benda yang lain. So the higher kinetic energy cause more motion in molecules which break intermolecular bonds and escape from solution. Ni yang saya kata ni. This ester ni nanti dia akan pisah. Okay, alright, next. Ni saya cerita. Soluble of gas versus pressure. So if the pressure is increased, the gas molecule are forced into the solution. The number of gas molecule is decreased. The number of gas molecule dissolved in solution has increased. So this one jadi. Bila you jadi pressure, nampak ni. Bila you bagi pressure di tinggi, dia akan bercantum dua benda ni. It's not good. So more gas molecules are soluble at higher pressure. Dia soluble. Dia soluble ni dia meresap lah. Okay, alright. So as the temperature increase, the fat content in liquid would be decreased. So the decrease of fat content in liquid would result in higher breakdown phase strength and lower viscosity. So viscosity you jadi makin rendah. Kelikatan you kan. Kelikatan you. Right? So breakdown in liquid, what happened? So the electrostatic force on the bubbles cause it to get along in the directions of the dielectric field. When sufficient electric field is applied at critical length and the gas inside the bubbles breakdowns. So this discharge cause decomposition of the liquid molecules and leads to total breakdown because of void ni tadi. Alright. So theories of breakdown in liquid, kita ada electronic breakdown theory, kita ada suspended particle theory, kita ada cavitation and bubble theory, dan kita ada stress oil volume theory. 4 benda ni. Breakdown dalam liquid berlaku benda ni, kita ada electronic breakdown, suspended particle, cavitation and bubble, and then stress oil. So breakdown process in pure liquid known as electronic breakdown. So it involve emissions of electron at fields greater than 100 kV. So that's why untuk test breakdown selalunya kita apply 100 kV sampai breakdown. Tapi tak perlu. Sebelum dia breakdown kita dah tengok dah lah. Untuk lepaskan syarat untuk liquid untuk jadi insulator, dia mesti breakdown dia mesti tinggi. Okay, so emission occur either at the electrode surface of the interface impurities and liquid. This electron get further multiplied by Townsend's type of primary and secondary emission. Yang ini kita dah belajar dalam breakdown in gas, Townsend kan. Dan satu lagi streamer kan. So Townsend ni very glamour lah. Alright, so the breakdown voltage depends on electric field, gas separation, cathode work function, temperature of the cathode. Tengok pada cathode. Breakdown voltage ni. Tengok pada electric field, gap separation, distance dia. Cathode work function. Cathode you bekerja macam mana? You pakai cathode you mushroom head ke ataupun apa, and temperature of the cathode. Breakdown voltage also depend on viscosity, liquid temperature and density of the molecular. Bergantung juga pada tiga benda ni, liquid temperature. So that's why bila you nak buat test dekat dalam lab, minyak tu you kena panaskan sampai 100 darjah Celsius baru you buat test. Itu syarat dia. Okay, so due to the solid particle, what is suspended particle theory? Yang tadi ni, kalau you tengok, this is electronic breakdown. Electronic breakdown theory. Now tengok pada suspended particle theory. So due to the solid particle, kalau tadi yang ini disebabkan apa? Invasions of electron impurities in liquids. So next, kalau tengok suspended particle, in commercial liquid, solid impurities cannot be avoided and will be present as fiber or dispersed solid particles. If permittivity of impurities E2 is larger than permittivity of liquid E1, then apa jadi? A force would move the particles towards the regions of stronger field and will be in the directions of the field. Apa maksudnya? Maksudnya dalam you punya oil tu sendiri dia ada impurities, benda yang lain. Maksudnya katalah you punya satu benda tu you nak ada bahan A. Rupanya dalam bahan A tu is not pure A, dia ada chemical yang lain. So itu adalah suspended, dipanggil suspended particle. Alright. So this is suspended particle. Fiber particle bridging a gap with higher voltage. Okay, kalau tengok water drop being graduated along by electric field, suspended particle. Right. In commercial liquid, the presence of solid impurity cannot be avoided. Mustahil lah you boleh buat satu bahan tu material yang tulen. Minyak tu katalah minyak A, tak semestinya bahan A dalam tu. Mesti ada bahan lain. Bukan senang. So the permittivity of this particle E2 will be different from the permittivity of the liquid E1. Dia ada dua benda. Katalah ada satu benda yang hasil lain. Okay. So if we consider this impurity to be spherical particle of radius R and the applied field E, then the particles experience a force given by, so F is equals to 1 over 2 R power of 3 E2, permittivity 2 minus permittivity 1, 2 E1 plus E2 grade of E squared. So if E2 greater than E1, okay, so in the present, their force is directed towards areas of maximum stress. Kalau E2 is less than E1, the force is directed towards area of the lower stress. Dia akan pergi maximum stress ataupun dia akan patah balik ke lower stress. So kena tengok lah. So if the voltage is DC or AC, this force drive the particles towards the areas of maximum stress. If not, or particles are large, they become aligned due to the force and thus from a stable chain bringing the electrode gap, causing a breakdown between the electrode. If the only single conducting particle between the electron, it will give rise to local field enhancement depending on its slope. So in this field axis, the breakdown strength of the liquid local breakdown will occur near the particle and this will result in formation of gas bubble. Ni yang saya kata ni tadi, bubbles ataupun void. To lead the breakdown of the liquid. Adanya bubble. Alright, so the value of the breakdown strength of liquid containing solid impurity is much less to the value of the pure liquid. Dia mesti kurang. Dia tak boleh lebih. Kalau dia lebih, dia dah bukan jadi impurities lah. So the larger the size of the particle, the lower where the breakdown strength. Maksudnya, lagi besar you punya particles tu, breakdown strength you makin berkurang. Katalah void ni besar, breakdown you jadi lagi kurang lah. Itu semua bubble theory. Okay? Tadi cerita tentang ni juga, suspended particle. Sebab ada partikel ni lama-lama boleh jadi bubble. Okay? Some cause of gas bubble formation include gas release, okay, from microprobes in electrode surface layer, electrochemical dissolution some liquid molecule with release of gases. Ni ada gas lah. Dia releasekan gas. So repeated expansion and contraction under cyclic loads cause cavitation and from gas bubble, cavitation due to mechanical strain of the liquid under higher concentrated electrical field. So this is also bubble theory, leakage current, tengok bubble. Ni electrode you. Ni dipanggil mushroom head. Ni you punya electrode lah. Tak kisahlah positif anode ataupun anode ataupun cathode. Apa you buat, dia ada positif and negatif. You akan bagi some high voltage dalam ni you punya liquid. Gas bubble akan terhasil. Bila you bagi voltage dekat ni, dia akan ada kan dia akan ada wujudnya surface discharge kan, dia akan bagi charge, partikel dalam ni akan bergerak, whatever so on, sampai minyak ni akan breakdown. Breakdown maksudnya dia boleh current boleh follow through into this insulator. So they tend to concentrate at points of the micro roughness due to the field line convergence at the point and thus high electric stress. Near such point, the highly concentrated leakage current, which with corresponding Joule heating, will cause a rapid rise in temperature to high above the boiling point. So with every very limited heat, convection and conduction, such temperature rise could occur over a short period on the other 1 microsecond. So this bubble vapor from at one point, very vapor. Dia akan kembang vapor. So nampak ni, lama-lama ini dia panggil tearing. Ingat sama saya panggil tearing. Okay. Alright, in the field in the bubbles are high enough, the gas in the bubble become ionized and electron avalanche will drop, eventually resulting into streamers. Okay. So in the field increase, the gas bubble grows longitudinally, leading to complete breakdown of the entire liquid gap. Maksudnya bila you ada bubble dekat dalam you punya liquid, so what happen? Bubble ni mula ada satu gas, kemudian create lagi satu bubble. So lama-lama dia akan bercantum, and then current, bila this bubble connected between these two electrode, anode and cathode, the current will flow through it. So bila current boleh mengalir between positive and negative, so maksudnya berlakunya breakdown lah. Dia dah tak bukan insulator. Ingat, insulator dia nak spread kan between positive and negative. That is insulator. Okay, so the formations of the vapor bubbles are due to the following: gas pocket at the surface of the electrode, electrostatic repulsive force between space charge, which may be sufficient to overcome the surface tension. So gaseous products due to this dissociation of liquid molecules by electrons, vaporization of the liquid by corona type discharge from sharp point irregularities of the electrode. Okay, sharp point ni apa? Contohnya dekat electrode ni tadi, dekat cathode ni tadi ada tiba-tiba ada satu surface tajam. Tu pun boleh create breakdown. Right? Okay, in bubble theory, when vapor bubble is formed, it will elongate in the direction of the electric field under the influence of electrostatic force. The volume of bubble remain constant during elongation. Breakdown occur when the voltage drop along the length of the bubble becomes equal to the minimum value of the Paschen's curve of the gas in the bubble theory. So the breakdown gas field this is the formula. This is all from this equation blah 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 whatever so on. Okay, ni cerita tentang you punya breakdown dekat dalam kalau guna bubble theory. Okay, stress or volume theory. So in commercial liquid where small traces or impurity are present, the breakdown strength is determined by the largest possible impurity or weak link. So the electrical breakdown strength of the oil is defined by the weakness region in the oil and the volume of oil include in that region. Dia bergantung kepada kawasan yang paling lemah dekat dalam oil tu dengan volume kandungan dia. So according to this theory, the breakdown strength is inversely proportional to the stress of the oil value. Breakdown is proportional, inversely proportional to the 1 over stress oil. Inversely proportional, 1 over, inverting of the stress. Okay. So this is the theories of the graph of the breakdown voltage stress versus stress oil value. Nampak ni. So the breakdown voltage is highly influenced by gas content in the oil, viscosity and the presence of the impurities. Okay. So dalam oil ni kita tengok pada gas content, viscosity and presence of the impurities ni tadi lah, 3 benda ni. The bendasing. So below shows the sum variation voltage stress of the stress oil volume. Okay. So breakdown in liquids. So this is maksudnya bila you ada impurities, you mesti ada buat purification. Purification macam mana you nak purekan you punya material tu, you punya insulator tu. Macam mana cara? First you removekan dust, habuk. So small dust particles can become charged and cause local stress which can initiate breakdown. So filtration can remove dust particularly greater in size than 1 micrometer. The strength of the liquid then increase and greatly stability is achieved. Maksudnya tadi you kata bila berlaku breakdown sebabnya adanya impurities ataupun adanya tadi 3 benda kan, adanya impurity, adanya Ni, gas content, adanya viscosity, keikatan you punya ni, ataupun you punya impurity. So apa cara? First, you buang habuk. Sebab bila you buang habuk, you dust ni dia akan dia efek pada you punya minyak lah. Kita tak nak habuk. Dia nak very pure, tak nak benda lain. Removal of dissolved gas. So gas ni tu yang kita ada dissolved gas analysis. So dissolved gas ni maksudnya kita buang semua gas-gas dalam minyak tu, dalam insulator tu. Control the amount of oxygen and CO2 through the degassing and distillation. Remove the ionic impurity. Ni cara nak purekan kita punya liquid, kita punya insulator. Ingat 3 benda ni penting. Removal dust, removal gas, ataupun removal ionic impurities. Ionic impurity in the liquid, contohnya air, leads the abnormal conductivity of the heating of the liquid. Water can be removed by drying agents, vacuum drying, and by freezing out in low temperature distillation. Maksudnya you drykan dia, you keringkan dia, you panaskan dia lama-lama. Ini kan. Okay. So conclusion. Okay. All the theory above do not consider the dependence of breakdown strength of the gap length. So they only account for the maximum obstacle breakdown strength only. However, experimental evidence show the breakdown strength of a liquid depends on the gap length. VB is equals to AD times N, where D is the gap length, A is the constant, N is the constant, always less than 1. Breakdown voltage is also depend on the nature of the voltage, the mode in which the voltage is supplied, time of operation, berapa lama duration. Kalau you bagi dia sampai 100 kV maksimum sampai 8 jam, memang jahanam lah dia. Kan? Memang rosak lah. Dia depends. So look at the example 1. In an experiment for determining the breakdown strength of the thermal oil, the following observation determine the power law, the gap solution of the between oil. Okay, dia bagi gap spacing 4, 6, 10, voltage breakdown, gap spacing, breakdown dia 90. Bila gap spacing 6, gap spacing ni apa? Spacing between you punya electrode. Bila 10, breakdown dia, sebab jauh, makin susah lah dia nak breakdown. Kan? E sama juga dengan V over D. Makin besar D, makin susah lah dia breakdown. Makin kecil lah value breakdown dia. Betul? Okay, understand? Alright. So, next, tengok So, relationship between V is equals to KAN. So, log V is equals to log K plus N log D. So, log V minus log K is equals to N log D. N is equals to, sebab dia ada exponential form kan? Ada power, so you kena buat dalam bentuk Y is equals to MX plus C ya. Kan? Okay. So, slope of the straight line is equals to 0.947. So, K is equals to 24.5. Right? So, relationship between, dia bagi ya value K. Ni, K 24.5. Right? Dia sebenarnya ADN kan. K pun boleh. So, VU is equal to 24.5 A times. Ni D ni rasanya. Ke dia tadi ADN kan tadi. Ni lah. VB is equal to ADN. Okay. Okay. D ya ni. Ni distance ni. So, V is equal to 24.5 A to the 0.947. You nak cari dia punya, what is dia punya, the power ni. Where V is in kilovolt and D is in millimeter. Ingat unit bagi D mesti millimeter. Kalau sometimes dalam soalan dia bagi dalam cm, you kena convert, hati-hati. So, I think that's all. Thank you very much. So, fahamkan slide ni. Contoh ni. Kenapa kena pakai log? Sebab you nak pakai yang ni kan. Okay. Fahamkan ya. So, I think that's all. Thank you very much. So, I will upload this video into the chapter 3. Assalamualaikum.